Standing next to me in this impeccably tailored suit is Richard Charlesworth, who is Director of Royal and VIP Relations for Bentley Motors. Now, what does that mean? I mean, that means the most important customers of Bentley, including the Prince of Wales and the Queen of England, this is the guy dealing with them. Tell me about that experience.
Well, that, as you say, I'm very fortunate. That is my job. I look after our relationships with our most important customers, including members of the royal family around the world.
So I want you to show me the portfolio of Bentley.
Sure.
We're going to start here with this convertible. Give me the model.
Well, this is the first time this has been seen publicly, because this is the new V8. It's the GTC, so it's a GT convertible. This is the new V8 version. This has got a new shape to it, a slightly steeper front, smoother lines here, these superformed aluminium wings, which gives you a nice clean look to the car, and it's a slightly wider track as well, which gives you a more planted look on the road. So, an altogether crisper look for the car. And on the inside as well, you can see in this particular example, it's the best of crew tailoring here, where we've got two-tone interior. On the dashboard, apart from the wood in the centre, the traditional walnut, we've done this engine-turned aluminium on each side as well, which gives it a slightly sportier look. And you can see with the two-tone interior, it picks out the detail of the seat.
Right.
A lot of little details like this, where if you're driving with the hood down, with the roof down in the open air, this puts a little bit of hot air in the back of your neck just to make sure you're nice and warm on those cool summer evenings. It's got a slightly steeper rear end to it, and it's got this sort of double horseshoe effect, where you've got these two horseshoes coming together with this natural lift to the trunk area there, which gives you the aerodynamic downforce that you have at high speed, because this, at the end of the day, it's almost a 200-mile-an-hour machine. This is.
Right.
So it's although it's a convertible, and often
do you know the 0 to 60 on this?
It's around just less than 5 seconds.
Okay.
So this is a very fast car with it as well.
One more thing, we want to take a look at the engine here.
And this, as it says on the tin, this is 4-litre V8, twin turbocharged. But this is a new development that we've done with our group colleagues in Audi as well, where we've come out with this very economical V8, where the turbochargers are mounted in the middle of the V. So you get a very economical use of turbocharged power.
So this is nearly $200,000.
Yeah, 191,000, or just over 191,000 for this. And then the coupe version, which we're going to see in a minute, is 174,000.
All right, well, this is the coupe model of the Bentley Continental GT V8, and this is $174,000.
$174,000, that's right, yeah. This is the one that made the name or revitalised the name for Bentley going back to 2003, and that's why with the new version of the GT, it's been such a great success for us. It's a car which has many facets.
Yeah.
So to have almost 200-mile-an-hour performance, but be docile around town, have a decent-sized trunk to carry your weekend bags or your shop or your golf clubs, is something that not many cars can offer.
All right, so we've got to see two of the vehicles that are really more part of the performance aspect of the brand. Let's check out the big car over here. Well, I refer to this as the big car because this is actually the biggest car in the Bentley family of vehicles. It's the Bentley Mulsanne, nearly $300,000.
Yep, $294,000 this car. So yeah, getting up towards $300,000. This is the flagship of the fleet, as you said. This is the biggest car that we make. I'm immensely proud of this car.
And you mentioned that in a lot of these markets like China, a lot of the people like to be chauffeur driven.
That's right.
This is the vehicle for that. Show me
it is.
What happens when you want to have a picnic in the back.
If you want to have a picnic, well, two things. First of all, you have your picnic tables, which open up at the back of the seat here, but then you have your refrigerator with your champagne bottles inside, and you can see it opens and closes at the touch of a button.
Does that come with the Dom Perignon?
No, I think you have to, but then it's a very subjective choice as to what you put in there, isn't it?
Okay, we saw the sheet metal and the interior. Let's see what's under the hood. So this is the massive 6 3/4 liter twin turbo.
This is the one. Now this is the engine that's been the Bentley engine now since the late 1950s. It's a bit like grandfather's axe though. We've changed the head and we've changed the stave lots of times, but the basic design is unchanged since the late 1950s. Built by hand, and you can see it's got the name of the fellow who built it. You can trace back to the guy who actually built the engine in your car, which we think is part of the character of the car.
How many do you ship a year of these?
It's built to order. It's a hand-built car built to order, so we build as many as people want, but around 700, 800 cars a year, something like that.